What is up, everybody? Mosh, what's good? Welcome in. First into the YouTube chat, Sexy Bigfoot with the first in the Twitch chat. Brandy coming in close second. How is everybody doing? Michael, welcome. It's us. We're back. It's the guys you trust with your drink. I don't know. We don't have. That's the intro. Episode.
There it is.
And there you have it. This season 2, episode 20, baby. It snuck up on me for sure. It's my last week in my apartment.
Cheers.
Everything's gone.
Oh no.
Oh, are you sitting on the floor?
Yeah.
Mosh, we doing all right. Appreciate you being here. How about yourself?
Cheers, Mosh. Very bittersweet. Oh, I bet.
So, but you got a new place? I get to sleep on the floor. I did that when I left my house to come here. I slept on the floor. That was the worst night's sleep I forgot.
I bet. Yeah. I did that a lot of my college days.
I got a trade. Oh, that's right. I remember. Yeah, where's your bed?
Oh, hey, speaking of college days, I saw on the Discord you guys were celebrating Maggie's graduation.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
She graduated back in May, but we just got around to it was just a lot going on, so we were like,
yeah.
I think there was a ton of birthdays that month too, so we were just like, we're gonna wait and celebrate it later. Maggie with the resub with Prime for 34 months, currently on a 21-month streak.
Let's go.
Let's freaking go. In August? I don't know. She did it in August, apparently. Maggie, thank you so much for that resub with Prime. And 34 months is crazy.
Dang, chat is popping off. We got 2 chats going.
I miss college. It's the best days ever. Cheers to that. Never went to college.
I got stuck in an ad. Oof. Yeah, no, I mean, you went to trade school.
I went to trade school, yeah.
Was a better decision.
Yeah, I went to trade school and that was pretty much free. I think I paid $200.
Jeez Louise. Gosh.
And
you need to be like advertising that on rooftops right now.
Yeah, go to trade school. We don't need any more liberal arts degrees.
Exactly.
We need electricians. Dang it.
Electricians, plumbers, welders.
We have a whole state that doesn't have power pretty much.
Jeez.
Oh, speaking of cheers, wait, which way am I going? Here we go. Liquid Death has a seasonal limited time edition flavor called Psycho Cider.
Yeah.
And it's, I don't know yet. I haven't decided. It's going back to school. Yeah, everyone go back to school and become electricians. Yeah, it's also not bad, but it's not my favorite.
Gotcha. You said it was seasonal. Wait, hold on. First off, Maggie, that we're not talking about your liberal arts degree. We're talking about dance interpretation.
Yeah, gender studies.
Very heavy cinnamon. Interesting.
It's got a heavy cinnamon. It's like apple cider, but it's not. It's different. It's limited edition. It's seasonal. I bought 2 boxes of it in hopes that it was going to be good. And we may be shooting some of them. I'm not sure.
There you go.
You boys smoke? I used to smoke cigars often. I don't currently.
Wait, where's this chat?
This is on YouTube.
I have that up. Interesting.
Mosh asked if we smoke. I smoke meat.
I smoke. I can't say that legally anymore.
I smoke losers on the interstate. I wasn't that impressed with Liquid Death when I tried it. There's some flavors that are good, and then there's some that are not. You got to find the one that's good for you, which I hate saying about like a company. I wish that like all of them were good, but some of them just aren't as great.
I like the just regular water.
Yeah,
the company's freaking badass.
Yeah,
they're pretty awesome.
I appreciate the company for what they do.
Yeah. But I haven't tried any of the flavored stuff, and I haven't really had good experience with flavored water, period. So
Sure.
I think I'll just take water as is.
Just drink the water.
Yeah.
They were kind of weak flavored. That's kind of how flavored water is, though. It's like a subtle, it's more than LaCroix. So that's what I like about it.
Hey, Heather. Welcome.
What up, Heather? Howdy, partner. You got to be able to appeal to a lot of people. So, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Liquid Death definitely has one of the stronger flavors. Peregrino, San Pellegrino. Those are good. I like those as well.
Nice.
Man, I feel like I have a lot to talk about.
Yeah. A lot to talk about, and at the same time, can't remember any of it.
I'm like, where do we
How was
start?
your Monday?
Where do we even start? Monday was pretty good. I took myself Jack Daniel's straight for me only. Let's go. That's the best kind of water right there. Hell yeah, brother.
Fire water.
I took Monday off as just a day to like relax. Good. I worked all weekend. We had some parties. I started a remodel for my mother-in-law's pantry to be bigger. So I have been working on that a little bit today. I'm waiting on, it's like sheetrock. You got to wait for it to dry. So I've been doing that a little bit today. I designed 2 t-shirts today that I think, I'm actually really impressed with myself and the time it took me to come up with one of these t-shirts. Maggie helped a little bit. Nice. I am currently putting out feelers to see if people want to buy them. I had a Instagram message the other day from a girl. She was like, hey, my boyfriend loves your content. I want to get him a shirt for Christmas, but I don't see any merch. And I was like, that's because we don't have any. So I was like, maybe, and that's not the first person that's asked. Sure. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll try to whip one out and see what we can do. But so there may be merch coming soon.
Heck yeah, man! I saw these are on Discord. The designs.
Yeah, the designs are on Discord.
Gotcha. I saw maybe one of them, and then I was like, crap! I need to set up my lights. But that's awesome, man.
Yeah, one of them says...
it's exciting.
What does it say? I forget. One of them says... one's a flow chart, and it says, can I hit it with a hammer? And then it says,
very nice.
Did it break? Yes or no? And then it's if it yes, it's probably shouldn't do that. And if it's no, that's okay.
There you go.
So very simple, very straightforward. And then the other one is when in doubt, bring Big Chungus out, and it's got a sledgehammer on it.
Oh, fantastic!
Wabi Sabi helped me come up with that one. We workshopped it a little bit in the Discord today, so appreciate everybody who gave input and helped. Man, it's been a pretty chill Monday for me. How about yourself?
It's all right. Kind of a weird Monday. Yesterday had some like migraines.
Yeah.
And slept all day, so I was up until like 4 a.m. last night. So sleep schedule is kind of shot to hell. But it wasn't too bad today.
Right on. You feeling better?
Definitely better than yesterday. Yeah. And that's all I can hope for. I'm sorry, Meg. You got
forget what I said on Discord.
But yeah, no, it's been, getting better. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad because I contracted Kevin out to help my parents with something.
Yeah.
And he was all excited because, we got to hang out. But unfortunately, I was out like a light
Oh,
and I didn't even freaking hear him, dude.
didn't even see him. Oof.
Yeah, and he had Esther over and everything, and I didn't hear a freaking whip, any of it.
Yeah.
So I felt so bad. I texted him last night whenever I woke up, like around 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
PM, and I was like, bro, I am so sorry.
Like, hey man, are you still coming over? Or?
Yeah. Yeah, hey, how'd it go? Yeah, so I just felt so bad for him. But I think we're hanging out, if not Wednesday, then Friday.
Bet.
Friday, Mingo Drive's first show.
Oh,
live
right
show.
on.
So
You gonna go take pictures for him?
Yeah. Oh, I should. I haven't been invited to, but I'll be taking pictures anyway.
It's bro. You're at this point. You don't need to be invited.
Sure,
Just
but
show
like,
up. Unless they already have a professional photographer there to help.
right? They probably will have a professional photographer there. That's why I'm not gonna get in the way.
You should put yourself right in the way of the. You should find the
in
professional
between me
photographer and always be in every picture.
I really should. Yeah.
Make
so
them
looking
make them
forward to
earn that money.
Yeah.
Running a fade on the freaking photographer.
Just trip him every time he passes by.
Yeah. Make them Photoshop you out of every picture. Man. Well, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Just Mike's butt. Yeah. Just moon the picture. Moon him every time.
Yeah. No, photo bomb. Just strategically, it's like if I'm not taking pictures, I'm gonna ruin yours.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in it.
Just,
They'll teach you to not ask me to take pictures again.
you look up on that rooftop, I'm moving the camera.
Oh man, dude. I came across a video today. That. So we're not old, but we're definitely not young anymore. For the older than us folk in the chat, you will resonate with this even more. I feel. I feel like even the youngest person in the chat right now, which I'm not sure how old they are, will probably also resonate with feeling old at this. But I heard about this new trend, and I don't know if this is in multiple areas or if this is a isolated incident. But there's a new thing called coin boys. Like coins, like quarters, change. Like they're called coin boys. I was like, what the heck is this? And trends make me feel. This will make you feel old, Kevin. Apparently, there was a teacher who made there's like a subreddit for teachers, and they were talking about these coin boys, which are essentially like little gangs of kids, gangs of boys who all carry around a quarter in their pocket, and they use the coin to determine stuff. They just flip coins, right? And they're always just walking around flipping coins, right? And in this particular subreddit, the teacher was like, I'm passing out assignments, and one of the boys was like, I gotta flip the coin to see if I'm actually gonna do this or not. And flips the coin, has to do it, right? Which prompts another coin boy in the class to also flip their coin, and he decides he's not gonna do it because the coin said not to. And then they have this chant that's like, I can't remember exactly how it goes, but it's like all hail the coin, or the coin knows all, or something like that. And it's these little gangs of kids with coins they're called coin boys, and this is stupid little gang.
My God. That's amazing.
Yeah, and I said, dang, that is I don't know how to feel about that,
bro. My first instinct is like, if what the heck.
Like, I flip a coin to figure stuff out, but I wouldn't say I'm a coin boy. I'm not a...
Yeah, I kind of want to sell or like introduce these kids to $50 and like blow their minds and sell them at like $10 a pop. Be like, hey, you know what's cool? Quarters. You know what's even cool? Giant ass quarters.
Yeah, big quarters. These are $10. These are $10 a piece.
Right.
Yeah, it's kind of like D&D nerds and magic conch cults. Exactly.
Man,
will I ever be married? Maybe one day. Yeah. So if you didn't know about coin boys, now you do. So if you see young whippersnappers flipping coins, They're just trying to figure out what they should eat for lunch.
Interesting.
Yeah,
That's I love that. It's so silly but like kind of harmless. Well, somebody's gonna take it too far, you know.
Eventually,
should I stay on the tracks longer?
Yeah. Should
Yeah.
Never mind. I can't say that on live. Should I warn that one kid over there?
Jeez Louise.
But
I love that.
Yeah,
I gotta
so,
find and
coin boys.
so another thing about this, coins are probably much less popular than they were when we were kids. You know,
100%. Yeah, these kids have like novelty items in their pockets at this point.
Yeah, exactly. So there's like a air of
That's got to be some kind of like autism thing where they found a quarter and they were like, I love this quarter. You know how dudes will pick up something? Like I've picked up ball bearings before. Why do I need a ball bearing?
Oh, yeah.
I don't, but it feels good. It's got a good weight to it and you put it in your pocket. They probably did the same thing with a quarter and they were like, you know what else? You know what else we can do this with? We can flip this and it'll just make decisions for us.
They're like, you know, people used to flip these things back in the day.
Pioneers used to ride these things for miles. I think we all have a little tism in us, you know?
Dude,
I don't think anybody's 100% clear.
There's some people that definitely have it. This weekend, speaking of that, this weekend I had an in-depth, long conversation with my sister about that being a possibility for me. And, you know, I don't want to self-diagnose at all, so I'm going to go talk to my therapist about it. But there was a lot of evidence
of
pointing that direction.
Of the tism?
Tism? Yeah. So I can finally buy that Rhythm with the tism patch.
Yeah. You and Rhett can have matching T-shirts.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not going to call it. I'm going to flip a coin and then call it.
Let me... Just for clarity, his sister is a psychologist, right?
It wasn't the psychologist.
Oh, never mind.
She is a crazy person.
She is well adept.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, the metal ball in a spray paint can, that one always gets me too.
Oh, yeah, just... Man, if that was socially acceptable to just rattle that for a long time... Yeah.
No, Brandy, I didn't. They took your tism out. No, they have to get the rest of it, though. He's still got a little...
I think they took the dam out that was, like, holding back the tism. Because it's gotten way worse.
The tism block. It's like writer's block, but for autism.
I got tism blockers. Shoot, I mean, I don't mind it non-stop. I mean, that's another
sound?
thing. The rattling of a can.
Oh no! I want the ball out of the can. I don't like the sound.
Gotcha. If you're doing, I found this, like, especially when I'm babysitting.
Yeah.
If you're doing the thing, it's far less annoying to you.
Yeah.
Than it is to other people.
Yeah, I mean, you could tap for forever, but if you're listening to somebody tap, it's way more annoying.
That's what guns are for. Exactly. Maybe Brandy.
I think so. Brandy's our residential or resident token autistic. Autism. Our token autism.
He's not until his token. Oh man, the ends from Lord of the Rings released River. Exactly. So maybe the only reason my sister and I were talking about it is because my brother-in-law and her son are both autistic.
Brandy is autism. Yeah. Embrace it.
I am the autism.
I am the one who knocks.
Repeatedly.
In a pattern. It is genetic. Interesting.
Yeah.
So who was the first guy that had autism that spread it around to everybody else, huh?
Okay, have you seen... Oh, gosh, what is it called?
It was Noah, wasn't it? You can't tell me. You can't tell me a non-autistic person built a boat out of thin air. And he had all those animals.
Oh,
that's great. That's autism right there.
Oh, that's great.
That's autism.
Shoot. Oh man, that's a man. That blows
Albert
it out.
Einstein. No,
What was that? What's
it had to go way back.
What's the what is it? It's a Christian show. It's very popular. It's about Jesus and the disciples.
The Chosen.
The Chosen. Yeah, one of the disciples kind of acts a little autistic, and so I was gonna say him, but no, Noah's way better. That's so funny.
Well, I was trying to think of like a singular person. I was like, Adam probably wasn't autistic, and then I was like, who else could have been?
Well, he did name all of the animals.
Dang, that is true. And all the fruits and the vegetables. Dang. It freaking was right from the get-go.
And then Eve had ADD.
And then trains happened, and it really took a turn for the worst, you know?
Oh, man.
What up, Josh? How you doing?
What's up, Josh?
It was Eve. It was probably Abel. Abel did it. Or no, Cain. Because Abel died. Cain killed him. Dang it.
Because he thought his brother was ableist.
Yeah. But welcome in, everybody. Let's let's jump in. Oh man.
Shoot.
Adam threw the match for the rest of us. Dang.
Genetic depression. Oh man. I mean, probably your dad. So
Probably his dad. I don't know.
No. What's his name? The weeping prophet. Is it Jeremiah?
Yeah.
Old Testament. I don't know.
That's like biblical trivia for 1,000, Alex. I don't know that one. That's way down the scale of.
Yeah, but ask Samantha. She'll know. Jeremiah. Yeah.
Is that legal?
So I'm gonna say him.
It was him. But let's jump into a movie that we watched this. I'm excited to talk about this one. The movie that we talked about or watched this week. It was a sexy Bigfoot movie.
I hope he's back. He said,
"Oh, he had to leave."
Don't start without him. Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah.
Sexy Bigfoot, where you is? Are you here? We can delay.
We can. The store,
we can wait.
Apparently.
He had to go to the whole store. Okay, let's talk about. We usually do weird news at the end. I've got a new series that I want to try.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
I don't know if everybody will get this. I feel like it'll be funny for everybody. So that's why we're doing it. But if it's not, we don't have to do it twice. We can just do it once.
Gotta try it.
But we got to try it at least one time. Also, I'm going to show everybody a picture. Me and Maggie were watching TikToks the other day, and she threw her hair over.
Oof. Man.
And that's what I would look like if I had
like
hair.
A baby.
That's a toupee.
It's cute.
Right. Let me find. Let me find my thing. So this is called this series or this segment is called Careful, Caleb. I know what you look like.
I don't, so you can say whatever you want. Disprove it, Caleb.
But this series is called Steam Reviews.
Okay, yeah.
So we're just gonna read some of the Steam reviews. All's forgiven, Caleb. This one is Steam reviews. Wow, Steam reviews for the game Hell Let Loose. Yeah, that was a great comb over. So we played Hell Let Loose a little bit.
Yeah,
but this guy says joined a German match because it had the lowest ping. Joined a squad. Everyone is speaking German. They asked me a question. He replied, "Ja." They buy it. I probably did something wrong at some point as they start yelling at me. My heart German recognizes some words. I managed to make out some Gott verdammt and Scheiße in between the yelling.
Yeah.
They kick me off the squad. I join another one. This time they seem more chill. The squad medic comes over to me and whispers, "I don't know German either." We stay close together for the rest of the match. I'll never forget that guy.
That's amazing.
Here's another one for Hell Let Loose. I watched my friend's legs get blown off right in front of me, right after he told me, "Artillery can't hurt you if you don't believe it can." 10 out of 10 would get PTSD again.
That's amazing.
I know why my grandpa used to wake up screaming in the middle of the night. Run for 20 minutes whilst getting constant ear damage, only to die due to an unknown cause, and repeat this for hours. 10 out of 10. So that was that's Hell Let Loose.
That's amazing.
I've got a couple. We'll keep going. This is for Sea of Thieves. We've played this a little bit. I feel like people are pretty familiar with that. A pirate called me a homophobic slur and sunk my ship. 10 out of 10. It's better than sex because during sex I can yell. Because during sex I get yelled at when I do my pirate voice. Someone sailed over my ship and shot my cat out of a cannon. They are no longer. Wait, someone. Let me start over again. Someone sailed over to my ship and shot my cat out of a cannon. They no longer have a ship. 10 out of 10. My friends locked me in the brig and sunk the ship, so I drowned. I played sea shanties the whole time. 10 out of 10. Game we'll put hundreds of hours into. 124 hours of gameplay, and still confused on what do we do with a drunken sailor. Welcome back, Sexy Bigfoot. We're stalling while you're. Okay, so this is my last one. This one's for Ready or Not.
Yes.
We tased and pepper sprayed a man over and over because he was bald. 10 out of 10. Pro tip: they aren't war crimes because you play as the police, not the military. AI bots are so gifted they can look through walls and still click heads. Very impressive. This game gave me back the testosterone I lost while playing Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh, that's great.
Thanks to this guy, I learned that my friends are retarded. Thanks to this game. And the last one, I tried tasing a suspect, but instead I domed him with my revolver. Would recommend this game. And those are the top Steam reviews.
That one would not hold up in court.
That would not. I thought I had my taser.
I tried to tase him.
So
now there's a 44 in the back of his head.
Yeah. Oops. But yeah, that's those are
fantastic.
Some funny reviews. I thought they were pretty hilarious and comical.
I like that.
I shall try to find more for different games.
I have to get some for what is it called? For Honor.
Yeah,
because those reviews are amazing.
Those ones go hard.
Yeah, they hate the game so much, and then the hours put into it is insane. It's like, this is the worst game I've ever played. I hate it, and I will never play this again. 300 hours played.
Yeah, 300 hours played. We'll be back. All right, Sexy Bigfoot, you're here. Let's talk about this movie.
Yes.
The movie that we watched this week is called Nobody. And right off the rip, as soon as this movie started, right? First scene, I figured this was going to be a good movie. I was like, the vibes for this movie are right. There's a dude all beat to hell. Pulls a cat out of his coat, pulls a can of tuna out of his coat, starts feeding the cat, and then it cuts and it goes to the beginning of the movie. Obviously, it was showing a foreshadowing of the end of the movie, and I said, "This is gonna be, it's gonna be good," and the title screen and everything. But this movie is about a guy who is living a pretty mundane life. The first part of the movie is just a montage of him getting up, going to work, missing the trash, just sleeping next to his wife with pillows between them. Just very not great. Until one day, some robbers break into his house, and everything pretty much changes from there. It all starts kind of going a certain direction. I don't know if I want to. When was this movie? When did this movie come out?
Let's see. A few years back.
I don't want to ruin it if anybody wants to watch it. It's a good one. I would suggest people watch it. 21. Okay, well, spoiler alerts. They weren't very good at their job. They were not good robbers. They were scared. And you kind of start to think that maybe this guy has a little bit more to him than what you see on the outside. So eventually his daughter, actually, where it all changes is his daughter's like, "Dad's, where's my kitty cat bracelet?" And he was like, "I don't know. Where did you leave it?" And it was in a bowl that one of the robbers took a handful of cash out of. And subsequently, he thinks that obviously they've stolen this bracelet, and he goes on a rampage.
He loses it.
Yeah. And
gets it back.
It turns out it wasn't even with the robbers. It was at the house under the couch downstairs. But this guy turns out to be some kind of like special agent. What did they call him? An auditor or something?
Yeah, auditor. Quote unquote auditor.
Yeah, quote unquote auditor for the FBI or CIA or one of those 3-letter agencies. And goes and finds the robbers, right? Finds out that they have a child and that they were just robbing to support their kids.
Yeah.
And so he leaves after beating up the dude a little bit before he realized. So then he's on a bus, and these Russian guys get on the bus. He beats the absolute patootie out of all of them. Leaves one guy breathing out of a straw. And
also takes a bunch of hits.
Takes a lot of hits. Gets pretty beat up. Because they were threatening a woman.
Drunk and threatening a woman.
And come to find out, one of the guys in the Russian gang party was the brother of a very dangerous Russian mob guy, which starts the whole movie of like the Russians are after this guy, and he takes them down. Yeah, Maggie watched. I personally enjoyed this movie quite a bit. It was right up my alley as far as like action and like keeping me entertained. I loved the part where he like buys the shop and then like sets it all up with traps and stuff. I said out loud to Maggie, I was like, this is like an adult Home Alone. Yeah, this guy's over here
100%. Yeah,
about to just.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I was like, this is what's his face when he's old.
Kevin McAllister.
Yeah, I couldn't think of his name. But I really enjoyed the movie. The actor from Back to the Future, what's his name?
Doc from Back to the Future.
Yeah, Doc from Back to the Future. Gun in the ice cream box. Yeah.
From Anastasia.
Oh. Does he play Rasputin?
Does the voice for it.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. But anyway, that whole ending scene, the whole latter half of the movie was perfect. I loved all of it. It's not all lore accurate to like guns. There's some weird gun sounds, but I was able to look over them because the movie was better than. There's like a ratio of a movie can have of like, is the movie good enough to ignore the gun like things? Yeah, this movie was
for sure. Yeah,
and I liked it. What about you, Mike? What's your thoughts?
Really, really like this movie. I took almost no notes because I was just enjoying watching the movie.
Yeah.
Like it's so much fun. And that's with your like ratio of like doesn't make sense versus, accurate. This one, it's so much fun, and it's essentially a dark comedy because there are some parts that are just hilarious.
Yeah.
So I forgave so much. It would have to be so much more atrocious than it is to be a bad rating.
Yeah. There was good acting, I thought.
Yeah. You haven't? I'm guessing you haven't seen this guy work very much before.
Who?
Because like he's the main character.
I don't think I've seen him. I don't think I've seen him in a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, he's kind of an interesting guy. He's done a lot of comedy writing throughout Hollywood for like a long time since 80s. Yes, Bob Odenkirk. However, you are familiar with something his brother did. His brother wrote, directed, and acted in, and was the main character of Kung Pao.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
they took very different routes to fame there.
Yeah. Right. So this is a spiritual successor to Kung Pao.
I love it.
But yeah, I love this movie. I watched. It's okay. I watched this a while back with my dad, and I think it was a great like father-son movie for sure. It's a great movie for everybody, but it'll have a special place for me.
For sure. The one of my favorite parts was when the bad guys went to the nursing home to the dad, and Maggie goes, "Oh no, they're gonna kill the old guy." And I said, "No, the old guy's gonna kill both of these guys." And sure enough, they walk in there, and
it's so good.
Freaking double barrel sawed off shotgun. Freaking blasts both of them, and then the guy comes in there and he's watching his westerns. He's like, "You got to turn that thing down." He's holding the dead guy.
Oh man, and it's a lot of them. A lot of the, like jokes and gags and stuff. You might have like seen something before, but it's so well done in this movie with the directing and like cinematography that it's super fresh. It's like how many times have you heard of like we'll keep it down kind of stereotype or not stereotype. I don't know, but it's so entertaining. I love it so much. It's hard because there's just so much going on with this movie. I highly recommend it to anybody. And what sucks is I forgot about it until Sexy Bigfoot suggested it, and I was like, I looked it up. I'm like, oh, I love this movie. Like, I can't believe this hasn't come up before. I had seen it in like shorts and reels.
Yeah. I've never seen it in a reel, which I'm very surprised because I watch a lot of freaking reels.
Yeah. Well, it also came out. If it came out in 2021, the whole world was kind of turned upside down.
Yeah, it's kind of a bad time to bring out a movie.
Yeah. I wonder how well it did in the box office. Hold on one sec.
I highly recommend this movie. It's very funny, very good, very action packed.
Oh my gosh!
What? It didn't do very
good. Apparently, the budget was 16 million.
Dang,
which
that's
is
not
insane.
A lot.
That's so cheap. And then it made back gross worldwide 57 million. So
good.
It made profit.
They profited off
definitely
it.
Made
Good
profit.
for them.
And they made three more bucks.
That shows like knowing that they only spent that much on it, which is a very big number, but in the movie industry is not a very big number.
Tiny. Yeah.
That is why some of like I'm assuming the gun play was a little bit like the sounds. There were some sounds that were more like laser, like beep, beep, beep,
sure.
Beep, and it's like that gun. It does not gonna make that noise. Which I would imagine is just like they didn't have the budget to throw real gun sounds in. I don't know. I don't know how that works, but
Sure.
knowing that it had a low budget like that, I like this movie even more.
That's crazy that it was 16 million. That's Godzilla -1 numbers. What is it around? Like every, I'm really impressed with like 3 movies that have around the same budget of that, and I'm proud of this movie.
It's the magic number.
Yeah. What like so? When you film at night, you can cut costs there with editing, because you film in 2 nights. You don't have to match anything because it's at nighttime. I know that the one of the main guys, I think it was the main bodyguard.
Yeah.
He's a stuntman I've seen in a lot of things.
The black dude, the one black Russian guy.
No, the in the bus. Yeah, at the beginning.
Yeah.
So he, I think they had a lot of experience behind this movie, and whenever you have a lot of experience with people who do anything, lighting, editing, all that stuff. Whenever you have experienced people, if you can get them interested on it, you can save a lot of money because
they bring their expertise and
yeah. So there's definitely things they did to save money, but man, that was it's so impressive.
I agree with
the fact that it came out during that.
With Caleb's statement. I think that they've gotten a little too comf with their big budgets.
Yeah.
And they've been making duty movies.
Yeah. It's frustrating because you have the movie that we had last week that had like $100 million budget and way more issues.
What did we watch last week?
The Covenant. Covenant. Yeah. And the directing in this was just so entertaining and so much fun. This guy also did Hardcore Henry. I don't know if you ever saw that.
I haven't seen
that
one.
The movie.
Nope.
Yeah. I haven't actually seen it, but
it was like the first person movie.
Yeah, it's all in first person. Man, this movie's so impressive.
I'm gonna give this movie a freaking 8.9.
Yeah,
8.9.
That's a good number. I was gonna give it an 8, and then I saw the budget and all that stuff, and man, just in terms I could watch this all day, so I'm gonna give it a 9.
Yeah,
straight up a 9.
Yeah,
it's just so much fun to watch.
I think it's great. I recommend this movie to action, adventure, not adventure, action. What would you categorize that?
Action, dark comedy.
Yeah. If you like that stuff, watch this movie. Even if you don't, watch this movie. It's great. Yeah, I think
if you like Red, watch this movie. If you like John Wick, it's a little bit more toned down than John Wick.
It's a little bit John Wickish.
Yeah.
They have like a house scene that was similar to John Wick. Except for he doesn't use like a gun until almost the end of that whole sequence, which I thought was great. But,
really, the only you know what they could save money on for sure is like there's not very many known actors in this. Like Bob Odenkirk, he was the main character.
Honestly, I like that a little bit better sometimes.
I do for sure. If you have a quality actor, even if they're just one note, if they match the note you're going for, save the money.
Sometimes I get tired of seeing the same like A-list actors in movies, and it's like I know that they're like, freaking what's his name?
I don't want to see Chris Evans in this.
No,
and I like Chris Evans.
No, what's his face?
What's he in?
He plays Bane in Batman: The Dark Knight Rises.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy. I love that guay, but I don't think I would want to see him in this movie.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like,
I wonder if this qualifies as an indie movie. I think it depends on.
Yo, what up, Wobby?
What's up, Wobby?
All right, sexy Bigfoot. I'll give this movie a 9. It earned.
Okay, I'll put mine down to an 8.9.
It earned it. It earned the 9. What up, Wobby? How you doing? But yeah,
just in terms of
really
entertaining, man. Just so entertaining.
Very entertaining.
Yeah. Man, I kind of want to look into like what went on behind the scenes, because I can tell that this has a bunch of hints of like being a really good film to work on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Man, I love it.
Doing good, Wabi.
Yeah, doing good. How about you, Wabi?
I got to show everybody what I got.
Yeah.
So Maggie bought one of these off the TikTok shop, and it's like a stress ball, but it's like gel. It's like, it's not liquid. It's like, it's
the silicone?
It feels like an implant, honestly. But it's very nice. I like it. I've been playing with it all night.
Nice. That's fun.
Anyhow, it doesn't actually. I don't know. How would I know what that feels like?
Yeah.
It's got a good squish. It's like a bad implant. If you went and got your implants from like a black market dealer, can you hit it with a hammer? You know, honestly, I'm tempted. After I get my use out of it, I'm gonna either hit it with a hammer or I'm gonna cut it open. I want to know what's inside. Yeah, Maggie, what you rated in this movie?
Mm.
9. Copycat.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, y'all both be copying up in here.
I'll give it a 9-1. I don't even care.
Oh man.
Name that movie. I have no idea.
Yeah. I just saw the quote. The quote. You know, IMDb puts like quotes from movies, and the quote on this one is "Give me the GD kitty cat bracelet."
Yeah,
mother effer.
I love that. I love that line.
The delivery is so good.
Beating the crap out of this dude. Give me the gosh darn kitty cat bracelet.
Oh man, he was so good in this. Like, just the something about his voice.
Yeah,
really.
He played the character really well.
Yeah, and he's like a comedian and did comedy writing forever.
Huh? That's great. I didn't know that. I have a question for unless you any last thoughts on the movie.
Please go watch this. I wonder if they could even make a sequel, but I would love to see Bob Odenkirk do something like this again.
Yeah, I mean, if they can make 4 John Wick movies, they can make another one of those.
Yeah.
It's nobody knows. I loved how the title of the movie was also worked into the movie. I liked that a lot.
Yeah, even in the beginning, they're like, "Who are you?" And it's like kind of a long pause and then title screen.
It's great.
Yes. Good, solid. Please make more movies like this.
Can we get some better cinema out there? Anyhowsers, I have a question for you, Michael, and we've asked similar questions to this, I feel, on the show before, but I want to re-ask this question because I'm curious again. I've seen it asked a couple times on some other places. Coliseum. 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 You yourself are in a Coliseum, okay? The person in charge of the Coliseum asks you for $100,000 a head, how many 10-year-olds can you take out? Okay. Now here's the premise. Let me hit you with the rules. Okay. You can use blunt force objects. Okay. Nothing stabby, nothing pokey, nothing bang. You can use baseball bats, clubs, things of that nature. Blunt force. The 10-year-olds all come at you at the same time. It's not waves. Okay. If you say 100, you have 100 10-year-olds after you at one time. They don't die. They just respawn. There's no legal allegations to any of this. You can't be.
It's essentially Valhalla.
Exactly.
Where you just fight, but nobody dies.
Nobody dies. Okay. Nope. Nobody remembers. Okay. The 10-year-olds are not fazed by the brutality of their comrades. Okay. They do not fear you. How many 10-year-olds do you think you could take?
Okay. Blunt. Oh man.
You have to they have to be knocked out or killed.
Right. The respawn. Forcibly respawn.
Yeah.
Oh geez.
Chat, you can also answer this question.
100,000. You guys do.
100,000 ahead.
100,000 ahead.
How many 10-year-olds you
Jeez,
get?
that's so much.
You could just say one and go home with $100,000 because one's easy, right?
Man, 10-year-olds are dumb. Forcibly respawned.
So you have to knock them out. They're not killed. They respawn. No one's actually hurt in this scenario.
It's fun.
It's a hypothetical scenario. Take your empathy elsewhere.
Yes. There's no reason to feel bad in this scenario. This is not real.
And the 10-year-olds in question are just of average build. So if you say 10 and you only get 9 before you get taken out, you don't have any money. You have to eliminate every single one of them.
Man. So here's my qualification, okay? I've done childcare for like most of my life. So I have experience with like getting these kids to like trip and fall.
Yeah.
Just, fun times like that.
They're a little top heavy sometimes.
Easily, this is going to sound cocky, but easily 20.
All at one time.
Yeah, because you can just trip them and throw them into each other, and they're not combat experts.
No,
they're just now getting into their.
But you also have to put into consideration stamina for yourself.
Yeah.
Can you take out 20 of them before you're gassed? And for all intents and purposes, these 10-year-olds do not wear down.
Okay, they don't wear down.
They don't.
But they do fall.
They do fall. They will fall down.
Yeah.
Grab an ankle and start spinning.
Man, because...
So Wabi saying 10, because if you get 100,000 per head, that's
sure
10 for a million.
The more there are, the more confident they're going to be.
Sure.
And so you can definitely capitalize on that. I'd be more worried about 4 than I would 20, because they'll... I'll go 5.
Maggie's gonna go 5. And you can have a blunt force object.
Yeah.
No swords, no choppy, stabby, nothing like that.
Could I use a hockey stick?
Sure.
Okay.
As long as you're not slashing.
No.
For me, I would want 1 stick of rebar. 1 stick of 3/4 rebar. About yay long. I'm not gonna stab with it. I'm just gonna swing it.
I'm thinking like baseball bat. Probably.
I could take 10 of Jack easily. Okay, think Jack, but a little bit bigger. Jack's a small 10-year-old.
So something interesting. Around that age, I'm running into this with my niece. Around that age, a lot of times you'll have girls who are much taller than boys at that age. My niece is 9 and comes up to my chest.
Oh.
And then like her best friend, who's a week older than her and a boy, is probably at least a foot shorter than her.
Yeah. You think
so
girls would be harder to fight?
If with those 2 examples that I just gave, absolutely. She likes tackle football, so she would be harder.
Okay, so let's just say it's a mixed bag. It's a co-ed event.
Yeah.
If you say 10, you get 5 of each.
Now I'm like kind of no. I'm kind of going down to like 15 now. Do they have
15.
weapons?
No.
Oh, okay. How many are you thinking?
If I have a piece of rebar, see, my thought process is, and this is very gruesome, right? But nobody's dying. Nobody's...
In this one.
If I could back up and get them, if I can train them a little bit, I am taking one out every swing with 3/4 inch rebar. I'm taking one out every swing.
Or taking like
to the dome
0.75 out at least.
Done. Yeah. And it's short enough and long enough that I can keep at a distance, but also not get tired of swinging. I think.
Dang.
I think I could do 30.
Mm-hmm. Man. The mixed bag. Yeah, is it daytime or nighttime?
How would the Dark Knight do this scenario? It's daytime.
Yeah. Average 10-year-old.
Caleb.
Caleb's coming in late.
All right, Caleb. Scenario is you're in the Coliseum. Valhalla style. If anyone who dies isn't actually dead, they just respawn back out of the Coliseum. How many 10-year-olds for $100,000 a head can you take out? If they take you out before you take out the number of 10-year-olds that you say, you don't get any money. You get a blunt force object. You cannot have a stabby, pokey, slashy, shooty item.
See, I like your training idea,
and it's a mixed. It's a mixed bag of. Yeah. If you try to stand still, they're gonna overwhelm you. You're gonna be
all of them.
All of them. They're gonna overwhelm you, and you're not gonna be able to swing.
So maybe a different question. Same exact scenario and all that stuff. But how many would definitely be able to take you?
How many could take me down?
Yeah, like is there a number that
once you get into 50 or 60, I feel like it would be iffy. I would have to really work a lot harder. But a safe guess for me, I would say, is 30. Yeah, I think 30 is a safe guess. I would be happy with $3 million.
Yeah. No, 30. He could take 30.
I could take 30. Once you get into the 50, 60 range, I'm starting to. They're fearless. They do not care that you've just smited their classmate. Right?
Because they're coming right back. They're coming right back.
Yeah.
And they know that.
They're not dead. They're just. Yeah. You can't scare them.
Yeah. And a lot of 10-year-olds don't understand that anyway. So they're like. I mean, how many kids around that age break bones because they think they're superheroes?
Yeah.
Up until.
Can I use Ajax's hammer?
Ajax.
It's like a long hammer. It's a hammer on a long stick. Sure. If you think you could swing it fast enough to keep away, if they get inside your guard, you're kind of screwed.
Man, thank goodness the context of Valhalla is there. Because at some point you're gonna start feeling bad.
Yeah, no. That's the thing is none of these kids are dying; they're just respawning.
Yeah.
I'll work out and be prepared for this.
Man,
at a certain point, I think my tactic would be back up, get them to start running, and then run back towards them.
Mine would be back up, just swing for the fences on the fast ones.
Yeah.
And then trip up the rest.
The slower ones.
Yeah, you just swipe at the knees at one of them, and probably one of the.
I like your hockey stick idea.
Right, because you can trip them.
It's long range.
Yeah. If you can get a weighted hockey stick,
you're gonna have to get them on the ground at some point. If you leave them on their feet, they're gonna get you.
And it also kind of depends how tactical they are. Because I could be running back or shuffling backwards and hitting, and if one trips me up,
it's bad news.
Yeah. So that's my biggest thing is how smart are these kids?
Average 10-year-old. They're skibbity toilet riz all over you.
Not very smart.
Not very smart.
I'm gonna say 1 out of 100 is pretty.
Let's change the scenario. Let's change the scenario. Okay.
Yeah.
Zombie style. 10-year-olds, okay? You get
you get
a sword, okay? You get one sword. If you lose it, you don't get to pick. You can pick it up, but if you lose it, it's out of your hands. You don't just like magically get another one. Every round is 5 kids. Every 5th round, there's a 10th grader in there.
Oh, there's a 10th grader.
And every 5 rounds, there's another 10th grader. So it's like 1 at 5, 2 at 10, 3 at 15, 4 at 20. Are they slow? They are average speed for whatever age they are.
That's not necessarily slow. Huh. I'm the same size as some 10th graders. Jeez, I've met 10th graders that are my size still.
10th grader worth how much? Okay, so the question is at this point, how many rounds do you think you could go when there's so it's like 5 at the beginning, 10 at the second round.
You don't regain stamina, do you?
Every round? Let's say let's say you start fresh every round.
Oh, okay. I could probably go a long time. Okay, but hold on to your first question. I'm gonna say definitely more than 20, confidently 20.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cap it at like 75.
75. That would be you're worried, you're sweating.
Yeah, that's
profusely.
That's just a wall of
you have AIDS or something at this point. I don't know.
You have what?
Rabies.
Rabies. Okay.
I said rabies.
Bro,
listen,
what are we doing here?
I don't know what 10-year-olds.
What's happening?
I don't know what 10-year-olds are up to these days.
Okay, no. Yeah. So this one. How many rounds?
Yeah, 5
How
kids.
many are you thinking?
5
You have
kids
a
per
sword.
round. You have a sword.
5 kids per round.
So at 5 rounds, you're at 25 10-year-olds and a 10th grader.
Okay.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, those 10th graders are good. They'll get you in trouble.
I'm thinking maybe 10 rounds.
Yeah.
Maybe 11 or 12.
If it's
That's
especially with the mixed bag.
That's a lot of kids. They don't have swords either, but you have a sword.
But they're zombies.
Sure.
Yeah, and they're not fast or slow zombies. They're just kind of that person is.
Whatever that 10-year-old's top speed is, that's what they're gonna do.
Just turned zombies, so there's no rigor mortis.
No rigor mortis.
Yeah. Swear I've heard this conversation before. I think this might be close to a bunch of conversations, but this is getting to the meat and potatoes of it. Man, I feel like the 10th graders definitely could be smart enough to mess up everything.
10th grader kind of throws a wrench in stuff.
Yeah. Does he have a wrench?
Nope.
Yeah. I would say, man, the getting stamina back is so unfamiliar to me.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to. But I would say, let's say 10. I don't know, 10 rounds.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable.
Yeah. Interesting. Now, man, I'm gonna dream about this whenever I fall asleep.
Yeah, let me know how it goes.
It's gonna go terribly. Oh, I didn't expect this at all.
My underwear my pants fell down.
Oh man.
My shoes were stuck in the ground. They kept saying "skibbity toilet."
It was quicksand, but none of the kids had to deal with it.
They kept saying weird things.
Oh man, dude, my nephew, he let a unironic "what the Sigma" slip. And immediately was like, no, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. He got so nervous. It was hilarious.
He's like, wait. You didn't hear that.
I was like, no, hold on. What?
What now? Oh, did you know that they have a skibbity toilet toy at Walmart?
I did not know that. I've
saw it
been
the other
kind
day.
of in the dark about Skibbity Toilet because I don't have to be in the light about it.
Apparently, I didn't know about it till I don't know how I figured it out, but there's a YouTube video of a toilet and it's got just like a head that pops out of it.
It's in Gary's mod,
Something
right?
like that, and it's
Yeah.
Skibbity Toilet, and so now kids are saying Skibbity and Skibbity Toilet, and
Yeah.
but now there's a toilet at Walmart that's got the head that pops out of the toilet.
Oh man.
The best thing you can do right now, Sexy Bigfoot, is to just Google Skibbity Toilet.
I mean, you also don't have to.
Or you can stay pure in the eyes of the Lord.
Oh man, it's a very popular trend with children, I guess.
Whose head? I don't know. It's just an animated person.
I kept hearing Skibbity Toilet all the time, just from memes of people who are done with it, and so I didn't care to know what it was, and then I actually saw it, and I believe it's in Gary's mod, and Gary's mod was popular a decade ago, so I was so shocked to see that it's still prevalent to this day.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Changing culture.
I hadn't felt super old until Skibbity Toilet, what the Sigma mewing.
Yeah. I found out the mewing one from oh my gosh.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Huh.
I found out about that from J Bob, who found out about it from the crew, the like road crew that he was part of. So
What were you saying? Oh my gosh, to?
your background.
I don't know. I didn't hear it. What was it?
I think it was what the Sigma or something like that.
Oh. Totally missed it.
Man.
But yeah.
That's
Let's change the
amazing.
rules. All the 10-year-olds are saying what the Sigma and Skibbity Toilet nonstop.
And I can take on 300
It'll fuel
because
you.
I will be in a blood rage.
It'll fuel your rage.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I thought that was a fun little
That's a fun exercise.
thought.
Yeah. I saw one question. It was like, what's the biggest animal you think you could like confidently take on?
Sure.
And similar situation. A lot of people said were like chicken, because
That's sad.
well, to like start out with,
Sure.
because most people aren't around livestock at all, or animals very much.
Yeah.
So they'll be like, oh, I could probably take on a bull. It's like, okay, you have no weapons. You're not taking on a bull. And you work in an office. Like,
Yeah.
it's not going to happen.
You do CrossFit on the weekends, brother.
Maybe.
Maybe.
There you go.
I have seen a video of a guy walk up to a kangaroo and punch him in the face to get his dog back. So,
Yep.
I think if it's an Australian like bushcraft dude, I would say that he could probably take on a kangaroo. I don't think I would try to take on a kangaroo. So what's the prize? Like, is it by weight of animal or is it by danger level of animal?
The one I heard, there wasn't any specifics. It was just it was really like, how delusional are you? That was the test.
Honestly, I think I could take. Nah, those are kind of small. I was gonna say I could take a cow, because if you've ever been to a rodeo, there's like a whole event where they ride them down and then just yank those things over.
Yeah, sure.
And tie them up. So, but those are typically calves. They're not full grown bovine.
And this one, there was no mention of weapons, so you don't have a weapon, it's
right?
fist
Just your
fight.
bare hands.
Yeah.
What could I take? What could I take?
It's rough because there's like some animals. It's like if I get lucky, I know the weak spots.
Yeah.
And even then, I'm not sure if I'm taking them on.
Are we in? Is this a Coliseum type thing? Like they see me, I see them, or can I like sneak up on?
Yes. Yeah, it's Coliseum.
Okay.
If Coliseum, if not Coliseum, you're defending yourself.
Okay.
So
they jump out of the woods. They have the drop on me.
Yeah. So let's say Coliseum. So you can see them, they can see you. Oh man, honey badgers are. Oof.
Josh, I don't think you may not win that one, bud. I'm gonna say I think you could take a coyote. Those are not very big.
That's a fair one.
I think you could do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I'm curious as to what would happen if I throat punched an ostrich. How stunned would an ostrich be if I just chopped it in the throat?
I don't know. I've never seen somebody chop them in the throat. I would like to think that wherever their Adam's apple is, they have they can move it faster than you can punch. So they're just dodging. I have seen ostriches take hits or like bump into stuff, and I thought they would be knocked out by it.
Yeah,
but it was surprising.
They're too dumb. They're too dumb to get knocked out.
Exactly. And those suckers got nasty feet. They will.
Yeah, they do have nasty feet, like your mom.
But you still pay for the picture.
Listen, I paid. All right. Shoot, man, this is a hard question.
Right? I think it's a great humbling question because either the people will know you're delusional or you realize how
my thought process is like I know that there are people who have taken out mountain lions. I know that there's people who have fought off bears. Do I have to kill this animal?
It is a kill.
Oh.
You have to get a kill. That takes it down so because like I could theoretically I know how to like keep a shark from attacking me, but I'm not going to be able to kill the shark.
Yeah.
Yeah, as easily. The humans bare hands, the best weapon is mighty kick. Yeah, there you go.
Hear me out.
Bribe a domesticated panda.
Hear me out. This may seem wild, and I've tried to think this down and be strategic.
Sure.
I'm going with crocodile.
Okay.
In a Coliseum setting, all right? Because I have seen really dumb people take the back of a crocodile, okay?
Yeah.
Now, this is a gamble because if you get grabbed by the crocodile, it's game over.
You're
okay?
gone. Yeah.
But if you can take the back of the crocodile, you can hold their mouth shut. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I think now crocs are fast, but I feel like they sit there and they wait with their mouth open, and you might be able to get on its back.
Okay. And also, not to derail you, but are we talking crocodile or alligator?
Which one's smaller?
Alligator. Alligators are going to be... Crocodiles are just freaking insane.
They're big. I'm going to say alligator then.
Sure, yeah.
How am I going to kill it?
That's the issue I'm running into.
I think you
can take the back.
I have its mouth. Mm-hmm. I think I wrench back on its head. I pull his head back and try to just fold it in half. Obviously, he's going to put up a fight.
No, the Coliseum's not filled with water.
I've seen singular people hold crocodile mouths shut.
You can, their
power is in the close,
muscles,
not the open.
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing for them. I don't know if they're embarrassed, but their power to open is nothing compared to their power to close. Once you alligators move closer, you can... The killing part is weird because, like, I don't know how those suckers. It's got to be in really hard to break their neck. They're just so strong.
I think maybe even if I could get it back, if I could pull his head back to my chest, I could hold him with one and then just start freaking beating into its neck or something. Or gouge his eyes out. I don't know.
That, man, I just don't know how to, like, I agree with you. I think you could definitely take that on to that point. I don't know if you can kill it once you're in
You
that
don't have
point.
a knife, Caleb.
Yeah, no, there's no weapon. This is I've defeated a mouse, to be fair. Yeah, there you go. This is what can you kill with your bare hands? It's a practice in self-reflection. What's the biggest thing you can kill with bare hands? Without any weapons, you aren't killing it.
I beg to differ. I think I could get. Listen.
I like the coyote answer.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
I take its back. I hold its mouth shut. I gouge both of its eyes out. He can't see me. Okay.
Yeah, and he's not in water, so he can't really
not in water.
Fill you with that. Maybe blinded, but that's it. They're tanks. That's the issue.
They got.
I mean, I like
soft,
where you're going with it.
I don't know how far that eye socket goes, but I'll keep pushing. You know.
The coyote's a good one. I'm wondering between the coyote and a singular wolf. I know wolves are so much bigger. But I wonder, can you choke out an alligator? I mean, both your hands are going to be preoccupied.
Listen, I don't know. This isn't.
You can choke out a dog.
This is what's the biggest animal I think that I might have a chance at, and at the top, I think it's crocodile or alligator.
Yeah, this is the
pinnacle.
We're finding out.
This is if I have a chance. That's a very slim chance. So now be it. You know, this is going to be an easy fight. But maybe.
Wait, what's all muscle? Snap its neck. Oh, a deer or elk. Man, in that situation with like deer, you have to kind of, because it's going to be running. It's not going to. Its first indication probably wouldn't be to try and attack you unless it's like a doe. So I mean, you might be able to get away with that because their necks are. You can choke them out. I'm pretty sure
you could choke a deer out for sure.
Yeah. Could you do an elk?
No,
because they're just really big deer.
I don't think you could squeeze hard enough.
Fair. Do it with your legs.
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
I hold the gator's mouth shut. I plug his nose, and then I suffocate him.
Oh, there you go. Maybe.
I cut off his airway.
I don't. Wait, there's something in that.
They might still be able to breathe out their mouth.
Yeah. Maybe. You get a death roll. That's gonna happen regardless. But he won't be bit because as long as you keep your.
If I'm on top of him though, I can just hug and we could roll.
Yeah, that's true. If you're on top of them, they don't have really good. I've seen a bunch of people just get on top of them and hold their mouth shut and they don't death roll.
Everybody puts. I've seen you look up Florida man catches gator is all over the place. Gators aren't smart either. Like they're not a very smart animal. Smart. They do hold their. So it would be a battle of attrition.
That would be so. So this is taking place in a coliseum. That would be the most boring thing. Yeah. It's just a guy laying on top of an alligator for like 3 hours.
Just die.
Oh man. Depends on the size of the crocodile. Juveniles are relatively easy to kill, but anything a few feet in length would be restrained. That's crocodiles. But yeah. If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. Yeah, they went the skill tree route of like I do not have to be smart. I'm just gonna take everything.
I just start filling his nostrils with sand from the Coliseum floor.
You're just like.
See, it does say go for the eyes. Look at me. Eyeballs. That's their weak point, and then you just keep digging.
Yeah, that's so many animals' weak point.
You just keep digging. Till you touch that brain, you know? Just die. Die already. Breathe it in. Breathe in the sand.
Man, this would make a really fun skit, actually.
How many people do you think you need to take on a moose barehanded?
A moose? A bull moose?
A bull moose.
Dude, those things kill so many people.
40 or 50.
Yeah.
40 or 50 crackheads that don't feel pain.
Yeah. 16 Lakers. Like that.
Five people are getting wrecked with one charge.
Gotta be on meth.
Gotta be on the meth.
Hey, actually, you can't. Okay, hold on. That's something. You can't use weapons, but you can use meth.
I just hit him with a good dash of fentanyl right up the nostril.
But you use it on yourself.
Oh,
so you're just
do a line of cocaine and then I go
level up.
Heck yeah,
steroids and meth. Might be able to take an
vanguards. Listen, moose are whatever size you think a moose is, twice as big as that.
Yeah, moose are one of the most slept on threats in America.
Yeah, meese are not to be messed with.
Many much moose and you're dead. What a man in South Louisiana, man. Oh shoot.
Yeah, one Laker, you're friggin'. What an interesting conversation.
Yeah. Also, I think if it was in mass, like by mass,
yeah,
I would hate to do this. I would feel so guilty. I don't want to suggest this. Please don't kill sea turtles, but you could probably get a lot of points with a sea turtle.
Yeah,
especially in a coliseum. It's got nowhere to go, and they get huge. But
okay. I'm trying to think of all the animals that I know. Like, there's a space of animal that I'm trying to think of, and I can't think of a single one.
Yeah. Sorry, Maggie. Please don't do anything to sea turtles. They're great. I love them so much. I would kill you if you killed a sea turtle. Maybe low key. That's not legally binding. This is in Minecraft and a joke.
It's in Minecraft. Shoot.
Probably not a horse, right?
Probably not a horse.
So what's the smallest animal that can kill you? Oh man, freaking box jellyfish.
Yeah, lionfish.
Yeah. Any spider from Australia?
A tick.
A tick. Yeah, exactly.
You can get KO'd by a freaking tick.
Yeah. There's a
black widow.
Single cell organisms that could probably kill you.
Yeah, you could get TB and die.
That's another thing. You're like, oh, I could take on a snake, and then they give you like a king cobra. It's like, well, okay, yeah. I'm dead,
and I don't have a flute.
Well, I mean, if you get just get the tail and just spin around, just like I
wonder if this way. You know those tubes that you whip around is like, and then would whistle. I wonder if a snake would do that.
It's whistling. You're like, that's really interesting.
Who would have thought?
Shoot, man.
Jiminy Christmas.
This took up so much time too. Like
one of those things.
Such a good.
A capybara. Yeah. A capybara.
Oh, capybara. Yeah.
It's like the largest rodent, but they're big. I think I could take one of those for sure.
Sure. Yeah.
Pound for pound, I think that's a pretty large animal.
Sure. There's a fun fact about those things, and I'm not going to bring it up on stream. You can look it up. But dude, those what are they called? Cassowaries, those giant birds that are from hell.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you think, oh, I could take on most birds, and then that thing shows up
Yeah.
and just mauls you. Yeah.
It's a
Ugh.
thought-provoking question for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Get some reflection, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like. Oh, Maggie's got one. Oh, they will rip you to
The
shreds.
big
Those things
seals.
are vicious.
A sea
Wait,
lion?
which one? Yeah, are we talking sea lion? They
An
yeah,
elephant
those
seal?
people beat the crap out of you.
Bro doesn't even have a neck.
Oh, they have a lot of teeth. Have you not seen them open? Like their mouths? They're basically like dogs, but scarier. Yeah, they go on land too.
We're on land. I can take out a manatee.
Oh, okay, so we could also, if we're on land, I could take on a killer whale. Like, and I won. This thing can't do anything. Those things are, but they scoot. You also, like, that's the thing. It's not surviving. It's just wait for it to die. It's killing.
I think I could take out a manatee. I don't think they have any. They don't have any protective. They're almost extinct.
Yeah, that's true. Maggie said earlier that
Or a narwhal. Take his horn off and stab him with it.
That's the thing. Anything in the water, you're kind of good.
Yeah.
Anything big in the water. No, Maggie said earlier, pandas. And
Pandas.
Pandas
are mean, I feel like.
they're surprising. Like, you look at them and you think cute and cuddly. They do have some defenses, but they're like the worst bear.
I heard the other day that bamboo actually makes them high.
Probably.
And that's why they're all... Ooh.
I know that's the case with koalas and eucalyptus leaves.
Eucalyptus.
They get high from that. Pandas
Eucalyptus
are bears.
dick.
Let's look at that.
I had to say it.
You pandas nuts.
I had to say it.
Pandas are mean. I feel like you could probably get rear naked choke on a panda pretty easily.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Put him in a full Nelson.
Like if they get a hold of you, it's gonna hurt. But
I could take another human being.
depends on the human. But yeah, I thought about that earlier.
Average Joe, I could take him.
Yeah, but professional fighter.
We didn't say the top elite of that freaking species. Okay, we're talking about
Could you take yourself?
9 to 5. Could I take myself? Probably.
It's a clone.
Yeah.
Wait, what's agile?
It'd be
Pandas?
like Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin fighting episode 3.
Oh yeah. Let's see. I could also take on a human. I have a little bit of time in boxing, and I know that I know my range of being able to fight somebody, and it's higher than 50%, I would say, but it's not.
I could
anywhere
take probably any dude that lives in LA.
Yeah. I mean, you shouldn't hit women, Justin.
That's fine.
Yeah. Depends on the length you're willing to sacrifice your humanity. Okay, the sound of the pocket, but have y'all fascinated about beating up a clone of myself? No. If it's a clone of myself, we could take over the world.
Yeah.
We'd be so much better together than against each other.
We'd fight for a little bit just for funsies, and then we'd be done and go.
Yeah.
Maybe just maybe just to assert dominance on who's the real one, you know?
No, that's fine. It's a interest. I'm sure other people do it, but not me. Anytime I think about that, I'm like, man, or we could just like do Army of Two of this thing and freaking knock it out. It'd be interesting.
I'm still thinking
It's the
about that
whole-
ostrich.
I think if you could get a good, nice roundhouse kick or some sort of kick to the head of that thing, I think it's going down.
If I could take the back of the ostrich.
Yeah. You take the back of the ostrich, then it like turns around and pecks you. It's like, oh, whoa.
Ah!
This is not going well.
Nobody said they could do the owl thing. Yeah. All right, Mike. We are.
Yeah, that's time.
We can either keep going, or we can after party.
We can after party. It's been forever since we've
We
after
haven't
partied.
after partied in a minute. What are we trying to play?
I'm not sure. I will say I have not checked out Helldivers in a minute
Let's do it.
since the update.
Let's
Does that sound good?
do it.
All right. I like it.
All right, everybody. Well, that will be it for tonight. We'll do weird news next week. We'll just have extra weird news.
Yeah, we got tons of stuff to talk about.
Yeah. We
I didn't touch what we were gonna...
who would have thought that we wouldn't think, like, we still have 3 more things on our list over here. But thanks everybody for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to us jabber, and thanks for chatting with us. We'll be live Wednesday, or I'll be live Wednesday.
Nice.
And I have a new costume, so be expectant. Did you see my
Ooh.
ghost?
Your ghost.
Uh-huh.
Oh yes,
When
I
I
almost
played
turned it into something else.
Ghosts
but
of
I haven't had
Tsushima?
time to do that. Very nice. Yes, it was very cool.
But now I have a new costume.
I saw that when I was scrolling through YouTube, and I screen capped it, and I thought I should put a point on his head, and never did it.
You could. I did say at one point when I put it on, I said, I can't see freaking crap out of this thing.
Yes, I love it.
But anyhow, thanks everybody for being here. Stick around. We'll be after partying, so just refresh here in a minute, and we'll be back. Love you, mean it. Stay hydrated. Stay hammered. Stay healthy. From the guys you trusted to drink. We'll see you next time. Peace.